Pac-12.
Hey, we can go ahead and do this podcast until after dark starts tonight if you guys want
to. No, I don't want to, which is why I want to get the hell out of there.
That was great. That seems like it happened a day ago. Go ahead with the Pac-12.
UCLA loaded. I've had the timer going, right? I've had the timer going, but people just don't stop with the talking. UCLA loaded, Arizona loaded. I don't know how much we need to talk about those two teams individually because we talk about them quite a bit on this channel, but the one I'm interested in is Arizona State. How do you guys feel about this Arizona State team?
Well, I mean, I think you got to give Bobby Hurley Pac-12 Coach of the Year today.
Yes.
Because he entered the year. There were situations in the Pac-12 entering the season that you identify clearly as this guy's got to win this season or he's probably going to lose his job. And we don't need to go through them too much, but like, look at what Stanford is. Look at what Washington State is. Those are guys that are fighting. And frankly, there's going to be some changes made in the Pac-12 because they're just not doing enough.
Yes.
At Arizona State, the pressure was on and there was a total question mark next to them. But Bobby Hurley's showing the benefit of the transfer portal. The Cambridge brothers have been fantastic. Frankie Collins coming over from Michigan has really helped them. Guys, they've got guard play. They've got guys that can distribute the basketball, make things happen. And they're a team that when you look at what they have put together, that win over Michigan really catapulted their confidence. They caught Michigan at a perfect time. But guys, they're defending. They're playing the way that Bobby wants them to play. They dig in defensively. It's not always pretty. They're not the most glamorous team in the world, but they're not going to be. They've gotten back to the philosophy that they were at 3-4 years ago when they were making the NCAA tournament. And guys, like, this is a really harsh business. Guys get fired and removed from their job. It happens all the time. So I think Bobby did a remarkable job this season. And to me, they absolutely are a tournament team, and they're a team that could make noise because they've got some options. They have real depth.
They really do, and they're guarding. I think that's the biggest thing. And credit to Bobby Hurley for one thing, and this is a Bobby Hurley coach team that was one of the fastest in the country year in and year out. They are slowing it down a little bit to where they are now 202 in adjusted tempo. That hasn't always been the case. So they've slowed it down. They're guarding. Obviously, the transfer portal additions really help, but they're second in the country guarding inside the arc. Like, that's not easy. And if they are able to squeak out a win against Arizona at home or something like that, crazier things have happened. There's no doubt that this is a tournament team.
They got 9 guys. They got 9 guys playing 16 minutes or more.
That's right.
So look, isn't it ironic how the Hurley brothers coach?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a similar thread there, but the Cambridges have been great. And look, it's come without Marcus Bagley.
Yeah. Yeah. He's only played twice.
Yeah. It's because Goodman has been checking his Twitter the entire time.
True.
He said that to Bobby too.
But the nice thing about this team, like Rob and T.O., they don't have this 18 point per game guy.
Right. Which is a blessing and a curse.
It's a blessing and a curse. But because they defend, they're able to hold through. They are
and
legit.
They give you a chance. It gives you a chance.
They are what we thought Oregon would be in this league. Oregon's been the biggest disappointment.
No, Cal's been the biggest disappointment.
No, they're not, because you'd have to. How you'd have to believe.
You got to win a game, Fanta. They're almost through their entire non-conference, and they haven't won a game.
Well, you know what? That administration needs to look themselves in the mirror too, because Cal is not operating like a Pac-12 program.
There is a lot of truth to that as well.
Utah, USC. Can any of them make the dance?
I saw Southern Cal play in Battle for Atlantis. They did not look like a tournament team.
Utah, they beat up on Arizona earlier this year. Was that just a result of playing at altitude, playing at home?
I think that has a lot to do with it, yes.
Well, they got a lot of experience. I mean, Utah had pretty much everybody come back, and I think they're well coached. So for me, like, they've got a shot. Utah has a shot. Tough place to go and win. They could find themselves right around that conversation to make it, and they could. The Pac-12 could get 5 teams. It's probably going to be 4.
Yeah.
I think Utah's going to find their way in to the tournament. I like the Utes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take back what I said. And one reason only, Brandon Carlson is a tough cover for anybody they play. He's really good at the 5 position at over 7 feet tall. He shoots the ball extraordinarily well. And they've got Gabe Madsen and Raleigh Worcester, big, strong, physical dudes that are going to they're old. They're going to take care of the ball. They're going to give them a shot to win.
You see, real quick, UCLA, Arizona, both of them national title threats or no?
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
100%.
Both of them.
All right, how about this? And we can end it on this. Player of the year. Are you going Jaime Jaquez? Are you going Umar Ballo? Are you going Azulis Tubelis? Are you going with someone on air? Going with Tubelis?
Yeah, he's been exceptional, averaging 20 and 8. He's got 2 games this year of 25 plus. Like for a man that size, he's got a 30-point game as well. His combination of finishing and moving without the ball as well, they set him up, and they do a great job. But you also have to be able to perform. Arizona's high-low game is the best in the country.
Yeah,
I want to watch Arizona play UConn. It's my dream matchup of the season. I've got UConn 1 and Arizona 2 in my Fox Sports top 15. And part of it's because I just love the way that they both can play. And part of it's because I would love to see them play each other, guys. I want to see Sanogo, Kling, and Tubelis and Ballo.
Yeah, you'd have Ballo, Tubelis, and then Sanogo and Kling Kong.
Unbelievable matchup. And I think you'd see Sanogo and Kling Kong play together. It'd be great.
I don't know if you would. I think UConn would try to take advantage. I think they would play Caravan.
I know. I know.
Caravan,
well, could I at least watch
it? Good luck trying to guard those dudes with Caravan, and that's nothing against Caravan.
I think
that's nothing against Caravan, but
I think they would try to make them guard on the perimeter. I think what Hurley would do is say we're going to do what we do and find a way to make it work. I think I would still go Jaime Jaquez as the player of the year in the league, because I think that what those two do is as much a product of Arizona's system, and I think their numbers are juiced up a little bit because of the pace at which Arizona plays. Whereas if I'm picking one guy to start a team out of this conference, I think the first guy that I'm picking is probably Jaime Jaquez. And when you have a guy on the number 3 team in the country that's averaging 17 and 6, that's projected to be the favorite in the league, who hasn't lost a game yet this season in the conference, I think that's who I would go with. But listen, this has been fun. I'm glad that we were finally able to get this thing all the way finished. It took probably an hour longer than it was supposed to for a lot of reasons. Many of them were my fault, but we got it done. So
hit a Doster fist pump. I've never seen somebody aggressively fist pump as aggressive as Doster did after the game.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.